Check out the critter behind me. Psst, psst. Babe. Babe. Bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Noah Samson channel from youtube.com. I'm Noah. Hi. We are back in the yard again. We are grease-manned up, hanging out. That's not grease, that's water. I just showered. I shower, by the way, for anyone who is into that. Today I want to show you guys some of my favorite TikToks from the genre of TikTok called niche talk, or core, or pink core. I don't really know specifically what designates these different hashtags or these genres between each other. They all have similar styles and themes and common motifs. I've organized them into some general categories that we're going to just go through one at a time, but a lot of them contain elements of each of the categories. And they do have copyrighted music that I don't want to change because I want to preserve the vibe, because I do think these are like little mini art pieces that I really do appreciate and enjoy for the most part. So that means this is not going to be able to be monetized, so make sure you like the video so you can bump it in the algorithm, unlike my last video, which got age restricted, and I wonder why it got age restricted. There's just no way to know. Alright, so the first category of niche talk or core video I want to play are the silly and whimsical ones. Let's start out with one now. So how do we feel about watching that? This is the format, right? It's a compilation of different clips from movies, shows, animes, video games, tied together with some kind of music and similar sort of vibe. My favorite part of this one is the clip of Kevin Gates humping the air for like 10 strokes, and it's sped up, and the picture of the girl in lingerie with a big wolf man. There's just interesting stuff all put together. It creates a feeling, you know, creates just a vibe.
I left my yard filled in 50s, didn't remember my back card. I really wish bro was with me. He got a date on his back like Lampard. That can't be a up trying to diss me. He was in an interview, singing ballads. Ain't none of them things, he's a ballad. Like how you don't feel embarrassed.
This one's just awesome. The vibe of the song and the clips all kind of matching that street racing aesthetic with animated clips as well as real clips. A little bit of silly dancing here and there. It's fun, you know, I like it. I think it's good. And I think it's good that TikTok has good stuff on it sometimes.
What I've got is I've got a nice large nan. My nan's dead. Bench.
It's in Amazon. That's amazing. Well, how come the stuff that lives in it doesn't want to live in it? You'd rather live in the north than live in
Yes, I was thinking about ordering the videotape. It's about the college girls and the wildness. They're going wild or something. Somebody told me about going wild.
So again, we have lots of silly and fun clips. The first one starts out with the guy saying that his mom or his grandma's dead. A clip of a punchline to a joke with no context and then just hysterical laughter. A very old clip of a hockey game. I don't know when from. Maybe someone who knows in the comments could let me know. With a picture of Squidward overlaid on top right at the end. I don't know. You watch it and it makes you feel a type of way that's hard to explain. Not like it's like super deep or anything. All right, last one of the silly and fun ones. Here we go. Ending with a silly cat pic being drone stricken. It's good. It's so good. Seriously, the people who make these are artists. There's two clips from movies there, one from American Psycho and one from, I think it's Prisoners, that represent kind of a lone, estranged male protagonist. Clips from American Psycho, depending on who's using them, can be funny and silly or fascist. And yeah, as we get into the sad ones, we'll see a little bit more of that. All right, next up, we're going to look at some of these TikToks that are kind of contemplative or aesthetic. Like, I just think they put off a good vibe. The people that put the compilations together do a good job, and yeah, they kind of titillate your brain.
What's 9 plus 10?
I can fix that.
기분 탓 시절로.
The clip of the guy just standing there with a straight face with what looks like his house burning down in the background, I think is especially evocative. What's the backstory here? What happened? Why is he standing so just still and normal? I guess if your house is on fire and you're waiting for, you know, the fire department, there's not much you can do other than stand there and maybe record it. And maybe you don't really like that house that much anyway, so it burning down isn't a big deal. I also really like the clip of the girl remaking that scene from Blade Runner 2049 of the big glowing purple advertisement Joy sort of pointing down at Ryan Gosling, just tossed in there. It's really interesting to me. What was the next one? What was the next one?
People get devoured by a devil. Devoured.
So this one's approaching that sort of melancholy. That's a theme throughout a lot of these. Clips of decay and death, of plants and fruits dying, people alone, you know, crying, running from something, screaming, the blood draining down the forehead. I don't know what the context of that is, but, you know, it's a beautiful image, series of images, which makes a video or a clip or a GIF, depending. Well, look who's FaceTiming me right now. It's Rose Ramden. I should probably pick up, huh?
Oh, wait, I was just doing a crazy dance. You should...
Shit, crazy dance. Look what I'm doing, recording. The Rizzler.
I just edited a video.
Really?
Yeah, we're Twizzy Rich.
I'm doing Niche Talk. I'm looking at Niche Talk, and I'm gonna mention your video because you did it. We're looking at sad ones soon, but
oh my lord.
Very relevant FaceTime.
Hi, it's me, Rose from Roramden YouTube.
Subscribe to roramdenyoutube.com.
I am from Slovenia. We would love your subscription. We love it. Happy Niche Talking.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Love you.
Yeah. Love you.
All right, it's dark now, so I'm gonna move the setup. Casey Neistat style. Whoa. Ba. 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 All right. Look, I know the footage is grainy, but that's gonna have to be something that we deal with down the line in post. All right, next Niche Talk Core. Here we go. Notice the brief hint of a rage, the clip of someone screaming and punching a wall. Even in these ones that are very focused on the artistic elements of, you know, compilation and finding very emotive images, you still have kind of an underlying sadness. It goes with the music as well. Maybe these are too sad. Maybe the only reason I am into them and like them is because I've been sad lately. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think media that helps us feel our emotions harder is good. There are obviously issues with romanticizing it. Ro, who we saw earlier, has a really good video on that called Men Are Miserable, TikTok's Depression Pipeline. That's a super good video. I'll leave that linked in the description. But in that video, there's a discussion of dealing with masculinity and sadness as a man. And these first couple ones we're gonna look at are kind of in the positive realm of dealing with that sadness, showing imagery that people empathize with, that evokes a certain sadness without taking it to a level of romanticization necessarily. At least not intrinsically. Let's watch.
Are you going to sleep lonely tonight? Yeah.
Something never felt kind of okay. I just never felt okay.
Pick a superpower.
Right.
Invisibility or flight.
Right.
I'm already invisible.
I haven't felt good for a long time. You know, I haven't felt good. For a couple years, it's something that's been bothering me.
I'm so curious about that podcast episode, why someone was feeling that many emotions with Joe Rogan. That I've never seen that before. So I'm interested. If anyone knows what episode that is, hit me up. Let me know what happened. But yeah, like crying. We're talking about how you don't feel good. I mean, that's that's a good thing to open up about that. Like, read some of these comments. I haven't felt good for a long time. Having no one to care for you as a child completely destroys your mind's perspective of this life. And then the creator responded, real. Real being the sort of origin of this, I think, style of sad slideshows with sort of emotive music. I just feel lost. Me for real. Target audience reached. Wubba lubba dub dub. I can't cry. Real. The voices are getting louder. Look who I got with me. Say hello, babe. Oh, demon. Okay, bye. Babito, babito, babito.
Go. Kick him in when he's down.
Jimmy, you are always down.
I'd rather get some shit on.
You want to feel something real.
Yeah.
Es lo que quieres tú.
Lo que quiero. Respeto.
I like this one a lot, and I placed it in the positive category because of this sort of acknowledgement of the fact that, yes, what's going on here is a romanticization of sadness. One that is, you know, important to feel sadness, to be able to feel that emotion and sit with it, but also when lingered upon or when surrounded or consumed with media that somehow amplifies it, you know, that's not great, right? So this meme here is kind of saying, let's keep in perspective what's going on here. And also the multiple TikTok slideshow text overlays, which means they're saved on TikTok. That's like a nice touch. I appreciate when those aren't cropped out. It's honest, you know? Also 2 clips of a male protagonist or a male character being slighted or being insulted by a female character. Makes you wonder what that's trying to say, you know? Devoid of context, it's painting the image of the lone man down in the dumps or at the lowest point, yet being kicked while he's down. And who knows, they could, you know, deserve it, or maybe they don't. But when combined with the aesthetic of, you know, loneliness and sadness and justified sadness and the music and everything, it's that's where we begin to approach this sort of kind of toxic elements of the sadness.
For one thing, my parents, for some reason, they look and sound different. Like Kim and Kanye.
Hi, Charlotte.
I'm a genius!
I'm telling you, I look in your face and I know that you're lying! Get out!
There are so many stars visible in New Mexico. I will walk out there to get a better look.
Died right now, how would you feel about your life? I don't know, I wouldn't feel anything good about my life.
Okay, so aside from the random sitcom clip that's kind of funny and ridiculous of Kim and Kanye, this one's pretty violent, you know? It starts with a violent outburst, throwing something. Guy throws a lamp while in an argument with a woman. Another man walks out and walks to his death. It appears like he's accepting his fate. This old God of War clip is, you know, it's definitely sad, but it's also hilarious that they made a mini game out of trying to distance yourself from someone that's trying to show you affection. I don't know if this is his daughter or what, but smashing circle to keep her off you. That's just so funny to me. I don't know. And what is that telling us? You know, what is that communicating? I don't know. It could be anything for anyone, but I find this one a little more leaning into that, the bad side of it, because it's glorifying keeping distance or glorifying closing yourself off. Devoid of context, that's what it feels like to me. And then of course the Fight Club and Breaking Bad clips. Yeah, that's textbook markers of some guys not feeling good, and maybe it'll end in a violent outburst. Who knows? Hope not.
Oh my God! Everything is against me!
That's a little palate cleanser there. Some silly clips injected in between the sadness. Part of what's so appealing about these is that towing that line between sadness and being silly, or being silly and embracing silly clips and images and media, almost as a form of like nihilism. You know, I don't know. It's good. Check out the critter behind me. Psst, psst, psst. Babe. Bye.
Good morning, guys. It is early. Just so that you know, you get a free red cup today if you buy a holiday drink at Starbucks.
Excuse me, can you make my drink? She's not under, can you make my drink to the person on fire? No, move! What are you not understanding?
I'm gonna be a doctor.
Yeah. How much do you want to make?
I'm gonna make people feel okay.
So I'm moved by this one for a number of reasons, and none of them are good. The woman who starts the video, who has this sort of DIY TikTok voice, she's doing millennial Starbucks agitprop to promote this red cup day or whatever. And then it hard cuts to all of the horrors that go into making a day like that possible. The reprehensible exploitation of the workers, the physical after effects of a culture of extravagant consumption. Or how about this street interviewer who's asking this kid what he wants to be when he grows up, and instead of following that up with the question like, why? She immediately asks what he wants his salary to be. After watching this, my faith in humanity is only salvaged by the kid's response here when he says that, you know, in a genuine manner, he wants to help people. And also, of course, by the random still image of Dean Norris on a boat that was inserted into the middle of this clip for some reason. I like this one a lot. I think it represents sort of a turn into an anti-capitalist aesthetic that many of these types of posts have started to incorporate. Although in the same way that content that is packaged to make you revel in your emotions of sadness, I feel like creating a consumed product out of this aesthetic of anti-capitalism is just like capitalist realism, you know? But that's what we are doing here right now on my channel. So who cares? Who cares? Please like and subscribe. This next one is really disturbing. Content warning, there's some weird clips in here from one bad guy and one sad situation involving suicide.
Guys enjoying girls while I'm all alone.
Yeah, fine, release me, just say it. Just fucking say it. Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Do you understand?
I just had a nice day. I'm gonna go offline. I guess I'll try to find something to watch for a tiny bit before I pass out. World stuff right now.
Yeah, this video is just very disturbing to me. So the first clip is of the incel mass shooter, Elliot Rodger. And right off the bat, you know, videos of this person should not be shared without that vital context, without the context that he was a killer, a deeply misogynistic, racist person that murdered innocent people, women. Liking a video of a clip of a guy you don't know talking about feeling alone is one thing, but creating this piece of media, adding in clips from the film Hereditary, devoid of context of a mother shouting at her son, a girl in class looking almost fearful at a boy, and then a clip of someone who shortly after the stream, this is the streamer Reckful, committed suicide. Just very, very disturbing. And just one small example of the type of kind of radicalizing effect that this place can have, this machine. That video didn't have a lot of likes, it had like 300, but it could make it onto really anyone's page that's been consuming or searching for core niche talk. And that's freaky, you know, it's a little weird. Don't like it. So let's end this off with something that's not horrifying and look at some of my favorite ones, two of them from the niche talk gaming category. I love these so much, more than any of the other ones. Let's watch.
Mirror the reflection of the love.
So these are really a full inversion on the traditional style of a gaming edit that showcases, you know, cool clips, and it tries to make you look really sick, and the plays are dope. These are always like weirdly stretched videos of just super uncompelling gameplay of people like missing shots and then falling to their death, or turning and statically like spraying someone, and then cat images get plastered over top. It's really so little about the gameplay. It's co-opting the pacing of a gameplay edit only to just use it as a vehicle or a medium for, you know, silly, goofy dancing cats, and I think it's awesome. This one's like a perfect balance of sadness, being a little bit silly, and going crazy all at the same time. And that's why we love it, and that's why we're gonna end the video on that and not the scary one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know what's gonna happen with this channel, but we'll just keep putting stuff out and churning it out. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, love you, bye, and see you, bye. Enjoy.